Origami is the art of folding paper. It is creating something out of nothing other than folded paper. And to start with, we are going to make our own magic origami bird, but we're going to make a turkey. So you can use it as a decoration for Thanksgiving. It could just be a holiday fall decoration, but I have my squares that I've made, and I'm going to go through this step by step with you. So let's start with one. So first of all, when I folded my paper to make my square, I already have that fold line down the center, which is super, super important. So my younger kids, you may need some help with the first few folds because they are a little bit tricky, but I know that you can do this. Our center line is really, really important. We are going to fold our paper down so we have a smaller shape for the head and the body than the tail, because turkeys have very large tails. So I'm going to pick one side. That side is going to fold over to line up with the fold line in the middle. So I'm not going to hold that corner. I'm going to pinch this side. So rather than coming straight over, I'm going to bring that side over to the middle and go ahead and flatten it down. I know that seems really tricky, but remember, you are stronger than the paper. That side is going to make that smaller triangle fold so it lines up with that middle fold line. Now that's where the corner of the paper ended. That makes our second side a whole lot easier because this side is going to come line up right here. To do that, I can pinch that corner, thumbs up, and then come thumbs down right over to the side where that lines up. Now from here, I can press my paper down flat. It doesn't quite line up perfect in the middle, but it is close enough. With this origami turkey, we don't have to have it perfect. So my two flaps that I folded over are right here. I need to not see those as I fold up the body and the head and the tail of my turkey. So one, I'm going to turn it all the way over. I still have my kite shape, long skinny triangle. This is going to be the head and the body. My short wide triangle, that is going to be the tail. I want the tail at the top as I fold, so I'm going to spin it around. So my wide short triangle is at the top, and I'm going to hold it down. The end of my long skinny triangle that is going to be the head or the beak of my turkey, I'm going to pinch it and I'm going to pull it up and over. Now the reason my hand is there is it helps to hold your paper down flat as you fold. The more folds you make, the thicker the paper and it becomes tricky. So as I fold it up, you can see this is my wide tail behind. I folded up the body of our turkey. Now we need to fold the head or the beak. So the end of this little triangle, I'm going to pull that down, and that is going to be the beak. The beak, the body, and the tail. This is our basic fold. Now, if you wanted to decorate, this is actually the easiest place to stop and add your decorations. And what's good about the video is you can go ahead and stop it and then restart it and go back and finish folding when you are done decorating. Because clearly, it is so much easier to draw and decorate when your turkey's down flat on the table than trying to add your decorations if it's standing up. Now, to get our turkey from a flat turkey up to our standing turkey is just a few more folds. So after I'm done decorating, we're just gonna pretend I'm done. One, that fold line that goes all the way down the middle, we are going to fold on that line. So your beak and your body and your tail are on the outside. To do this, to help hold everything flat, I'm gonna flip it over so I'm looking at the back of my turkey. I'm gonna hold half of it down and bring this up and over to fold. So I can see the beak, I can see the body, and I can see the tail of my turkey. Now once I have that, I'm going to pinch to help hold it that way. This is a little bit tricky for smaller hands, but I know you guys can do it. So I'm going to take the head and the tail and pull them apart a little bit. Now, once I have that, I'm going to refold. So rather than staying tight together, there's that little separation. Now, my beak. I want my beak to stick out, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to take my beak and pull it out and fold it down. That's it. Now, if you pick your turkey up, it comes open a little bit and it sits. So we have our turkeys that will sit on the table, showing off their tails that you have decorated and their beaks. So ready? One more time, I'm going to go through the whole turkey process all the way through without decorating. So if you're not sure, you can watch this, or at any point in time with the video, stop them. They're on YouTube. Go back and watch them so that way you don't miss steps. Ready? This edge comes to my middle fold line. Pinch, and I'm gonna pull it over and gently smush that down. Now that's where that corner ended up. So this corner comes to touch. I pinch with my thumb up and over. And now that those are lined up, I'm going to flatten this out. So I have my kite shape, which is my stretched out diamond, and I have those two flaps. Those need to be on the bottom, so the whole thing goes upside down, so I'm looking at smooth piece of paper with no folds. Second, my tail is at the top, so that short, wide triangle is at the top, and I'm going to hold it down. My long, skinny triangle at the bottom, it's going to be my head and body. I'm going to pinch, pull it up and over, and press that down flat. Now the beak, that triangle at the top, pinch, pull it over, and smush it down. Here where it's flat, it's easier to decorate. So when you're done decorating, and you can decorate the front and the back, you can open it up and decorate it, because you can always go back through the steps in the video to get it folded. Now, to make it stand, I'm going to turn it over to look at the back of my turkey. I'm going to hold half of it down, because that line right there through the middle is where I'm going to bring it up and over. And this is thicker paper, so it's a little bit trickier. Then the three parts. So we're going to separate out the tail and the body first. So right now they're lined up together. I'm going to pull the body apart just a little bit and smush that down. Next, I'm going to take the head and the beak and pull it out and smush that down. And then I can stand my turkey up. So those are origami turkeys. I hope you guys have fun making them, and I hope they make great fall decorations that you can put around the house. For my older friends, turkeys are just our start. Your first project is the turkey. Your second project is any origami project you would like. And part of that means you are going to need to go through the websites that I've listed on your second assignment, and you can pick their easy, their medium, and their difficult origami sculptures that you can create. Remember, origami is the art of folding paper. Some of them you've done before. Some of my friends may want to try a more challenging one. Have fun. Choose the design you would like, and feel free to make more than just the two if you really get into it. I've showed you how to make the square papers, so don't worry about needing to buy origami paper. The notebook paper may be your best bet if you're doing a more complicated design, because it's much thinner the way actual origami paper is. The thicker construction paper, it's fun colors and it works well for what we did with the turkey, but more complicated folds, the thicker paper, it makes it not as effective at folding. All right, guys, have fun.